Hello, beer tubers, and welcome to another beer review with me, Peter, the Master of Hobbits, today joined by...
Plinner.
Yes, reviewing more Norwegian craft beer that we got from Long.
Long? Yeah.
I hate that we keep butchering your name, dude. I'm so sorry. You told us once how to pronounce it, but...
I think you said it right. Long.
Yeah. Something like that. But he was very kind to send these beers out, and this is a local beer to him. Or local brewery to him, and he thinks they make some of the best beers in Norway at the moment. They're not really hyped yet, people are not talking about them too much, but he thinks they will make a name on themselves. He even sent 2 of their barrel-aged stouts too, which is really awesome. So this is from Monkey Brew. And yeah, I hadn't heard of them until he told me about them, but they're based in Trondheim in Norway. Have you been to Trondheim?
Never.
Me neither. Well, I might have. I don't know when I was a little kid. It's been a long time since I've been to Norway, but I need to come back. I love Norway.
Well, when I was like...
Hey, you know, yeah?
9 years old or so, I went on a motorcycle journey around
that
Sweden and Norway.
Dope.
With my dad. We might have been through Trondheim.
You don't know.
Don't remember.
But this is Hyperspace from them, from Monkey Brew. I think it's a Star Wars reference because the first line on the back here says, "Jump to hyperspace, kid." And it's not called Hyperspace, it's Hyperspace, it's called Lightspeed in Star Wars, so maybe they just didn't want to get copyrighted or whatever. And kid, they don't say kid you said in...
what's it Star Trek. No one says kid.
It must be, and they talk about smugglers. The smugglers were in deep trouble. It must be a reference to Han Solo. So I think it's like a little Star Wars tribute. Also,
we might have the spices from the Kiss and Run
in this IPA. Yeah. And if you look at the label... It's got the lights, like when they go to the light speed, like when the lights go like... So it must be Star Wars, because that was from those movies. It's so awesome that this is the candy you sent, because both Peter and I are big Star Wars fans. Not so much in the new movies, but...
They were poorly planned, let's say it like that.
But you know, The Mandalorian is pretty great, though.
Actually, I haven't seen that yet.
You should get on that. But we shouldn't talk about Star Wars, we need to talk about this beer. So this is an double dry hopped oat cream double IPA with lactose as well. So almost like milkshake IPA, just like some of the others we had today, but also with oat cream. It's 8%, and one of the cool things that I love you sent this as well is because it's made with Sombre Hops. Sombre is one of my favorite newer hop varieties. It can give flavor of a mixture of like coconut and pineapple. It's very unique. And they also paired this up with Citra and Vic Secret.
Okay.
Vic Secret being from Australia, Citra, you know. So... yeah, and this is, I guess it's really fresh. There's no canning date, there's a best before date, but it's batch 78.
And I guess I have to say, because I didn't know before, I had to ask Peter, what the fuck is oat cream?
Yeah. So,
but yeah, it's basically, you can get cream.
Cream, you can get milk and cereals, so yeah. So, and it's become very popular in the beer world to use in different things. For making beers. I hope, you know, there's no canning date, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be pretty fresh, even though I know that in Norway, for these stronger beers to be sold, you have to go through their Systembolaget in Sweden, the Vinmonopol. So you don't, you know, it has to be sent there before because they can't sell it directly from the brewery, all this.
Terrible.
That's not how it is in Denmark, but this looks nice, and from afar it smells nice, so let's dive in, because we've rambled a lot already. Did you spill?
Yeah,
Your turn to spill. Yeah. But it looks very nice, very pin bright. Again, this is what I like in a color in IPA. Not a lot of like tons of caramel malts or anything. Just like a very pin bright, you know.
Yeah, yellow, just a yellow hazy.
IPA with a white head. Let's check out the aroma on Hyperspace by Monkey Brew. Wow, that smells really nice. Whoa, that is pungent compared to the others. That is intense. The Sabro for me really stands out. I'm getting so much pineapple and coconut and kiwi and also loads of lime.
Lime?
Yeah, I'm getting loads of lime too. There's a very unique hop character on this. I really love it. It's nice because so many hoppy beers are starting to be very similar because a lot of breweries use the same hops. But this is a very cool combo. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it smells nice, but not as experienced as you, and not quite the nose you have. So, but yeah, mostly to me, it's still, to be honest, just kind of citrusy. But
it's definitely also citrus. But don't you see like this interesting like pineapple coconut thing?
I don't really get the coconut that much, but the pineapple I do.
Yeah, the pineapple is huge on this. It's almost like it's almost minty too, like spearmint or something. I think.
Spearmint.
There's like a sharp, like almost like minty.
Yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah, okay, yeah. But then again, it's the same kind of freshness you get from a fresh pineapple.
Yeah. Like so that, like numbing
sensation. It's not really spearmint in that way, but yeah.
It smells really cool. Very singy and very bright, which is exactly what I love. But with a big punch of aroma and complexity. And it's again like tart, and it's like tropical. It's not really dank at all. It's just like really sharp, like these like pineapple and like really sharp nuances, which is pretty interesting. It smells. It's hard to say, but it smells sharp.
Sharp.
You know, it's because the aroma's like very pungent. Let's try it.
Yeah, let's try it.
Cheers. Thanks, Long. Ooh. Yeah, that's really nice. I think the aroma isn't like as like
it's
stinging.
Not sharp when you're drinking though. It's much very mellow. It's very creamy.
Creamy and more balanced. But I really like that it's not too sharp because it is so sharp on the aroma or like stinging. Like it's so intense that I was thinking that it would have like this like crazy hop burn, but it doesn't. But it's such a cool flavor profile. I think it's so different from the others we've had.
I would call it very well rounded, if anything. I don't think it's.
It's also not too sweet.
It's kind of like the other one, the ice cream one.
Yeah, it's creamsicle like, but this is more pineapple creamsicle.
Yeah, but it's also way more creamy.
Way more creamy. Yeah. It's really lush, even though the other one was bigger in ABV, but it's really velvety and creamy. But it's such a dope hop flavor for me. Like it's such a cool, personally, combination of like coconutty pineapple, kiwi fruit, bright lime, and lemon, like zestiness. Like it's almost like you did like tiki kind of drink stuff, and then you get like the sweet lactosey oat cream playing in with like making it sweeter. So it's almost like you did like a tropical cocktail with like coconut milk or something, you know. So it has like that creaminess that emulates either like creamsicle or a tiki drink with like a coconut milk or something. And then like there's like, for me it was almost like a spearmint or something like that on the aroma. It carries through it maybe a little bit for me on the flavor, but not as much. Like huge bright pineapple. Like it's not passion fruit, it's without a shadow of a doubt pineapple. Like a lot of times it's like passion fruit pineapple, this is like all the way pineapple. It's a pineapple bomb.
Well, it's kind of like a pina colada but with the orange zest.
Yeah, there's zestiness too, a different orange. Or maybe even almost like, it almost reminds, so Sapporo sometimes reminds me of a modern interpretation. Now we're getting nerdy, guys. Modern interpretation of Sorachi Ace. Sorachi Ace was very unique. Originally, I think it was like a crossbreed from something from Japan.
I have no idea though.
No. And it was lemongrassy and bright and citrusy and lemony, and it was quite different. I'm getting the same sometimes from Sapporo. It's like, it's very bright. It's got like this coconut pineapple, and then again now I'm like spearmint. So I'm thinking it reminds me a lot of what I got from Sorachi back in the day. I think this is a really dope and different IPA, and it's very nice with the market right now that is so flooded with beers that taste a lot the same. And even though I'm not a big fan of them putting in lactose usually in all these like whatever oat creams and whatnot, this has turned out well because it's got a lot of dryness from hops that is balanced out by all the sweetness from like lactose and oat cream. But that being said, it's not too much, I think.
What it kind of reminds
I understand why you love this brewery one. If this is the kind of stuff they make, this is really dope because it's different. It's a breath of fresh air.
What it kind of reminds me of is when you get those, you can get those kind of hybrids between sorbet and regular ice cream. Yeah.
Yeah, where it's like a swirl.
Yeah, and sometimes you get them with mango or what have you. But those fusions between that's awesome. That's kind of like what this is.
Yeah, I agree. It's like a fusion of these things. It's been a while since I've been this psyched about a double IPA, to be honest. I'm gonna go 95. I think this is fucking great. It's just right there, the beginning of world class. I hope people will open their eyes for Monkey Brew, because if this is the kind of stuff they do, You know, this is so dope. Especially also because it's different. It's not like the same overripe chocolate, whatever. It's got like these, it's just a bit more unique, the hop character on it. So I think it's pretty damn dope. I want to go to Hyperspace, kid. Love it.
I think I gave the other one like 95, so I have to give this one more, so it's 96.
You like it more too?
Yeah.
It's so singing, like onrush of flavor. Very good. We got some game changers coming from Norway in terms of hazy IPA. That's awesome to see. Thanks a ton, Juan. Well, this was awesome to try. I understand why you enjoy these guys and they're local to you. I hope they get more recognition because this is very nice. We've got a bottle of, or 2 different bottles that will be reviewed eventually of barrel aged stout for them too. One is a barrel aged imperial stout, the other one is imperial stout that's barrel aged with also coffee and vanilla. So
Nice.
Yeah, thanks a ton for the beers, dude. This was fun to try. So if you guys had a chance to try Monkey Brew's Hyperspace Double New England IPA with Sabro, Vic Secret, Citra, and also oat cream and lactose. It sounds like way too much, but I don't know. I'm just really digging it, which is great. So if you guys had it, let me know what you thought of it. As always, remember to comment, subscribe. Check out the Facebook fan page and Twitter and Instagram. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And ring the bell for notifications about beer, reviews, and stuff on the channel. And we're going to say cheers. And see you guys in another beer review.